Hey guys, welcome back for another video. This video is going to be a comparison video between the Real Technique Miracle Complexion Sponge and the PAC Beauty Blender. I've got a few requests to do this video and I thought I'll make a quick review based on what I experienced. Let's start with the shape. As you can notice, the Real Technique sponge has a flat surface which helps you to apply your foundation evenly on your face. For that matter, the PAC Beauty Blender or even the original Beauty Blender has a dome shape for the same purpose. Now, personally, I am not a big fan of this flat surface because, I don't know, it's a personal choice. But what you're supposed to do is, you are supposed to take foundation on the back of your hand, take the sponge, which will be, obviously you have to first dampen the sponge. Then the wet sponge, you're going to take the foundation on it and dab it on your face with the flat surface, and with the arched surface you are supposed to blend the foundation into your skin. With the PAC Beauty Blender or even the original Beauty Blender, you are supposed to take it with the bottom part, the foundation, put it on your face, and then with the arched surface you are supposed to blend it on your skin. You can even use this kind of motion or dabbing kind of motion, it is up to you. Personally, as I was saying, I am not a big fan of this flat surface, but if you like the flat surface on your face, if you think that it is doing a good job, it's up to you. You can choose the Real Technique one, or if you are a fan of a dome shaped bottom, then you can go for the PAC one or even the original Beauty Blender. The next obvious difference is the color. This one is orange and the PAC Beauty Blender or even the original Beauty Blender is pink in color. I don't think that is going to affect at all. If the product is good, I don't think the color matters. The next difference that I realized is when I dampened it with water or when I put it under water. After taking it out, obviously it is going to swell up to double its size just like the Beauty Blender. But what was happening with the Real Technique sponge was it was really difficult for me to squeeze all the water out. Why is because the Real Technique sponge has bigger pores in it. A sponge is actually made of porous material. So when you squeeze a sponge, it releases all the air from the pores, and that's why you can squeeze it. And when you release it, the air rushes inside and it becomes the original shape. When you dampen it with water or you put it under water, it does the same thing. The water rushes inside the pore, and when you squeeze it out, you are taking the water out from the pores. But because it has bigger pores in it, it retains more water and it is a little difficult to get all of the water out. So even after like squeezing 5 to 10 times, you still would feel this is more wet than the Beauty Blender or the PAC Beauty Blender. Now, that is not something that I felt is a big concern for me because I felt a little more moist. The blending was of no difference. It blended it very well, but I also noticed that I had to use an extra pump of foundation. Again, I would go back to that theory that because it has bigger pores, it is going to suck more foundation in it and it's just going to eat up your foundation more. You would require more foundation with a Real Technique sponge rather than a PAC Beauty Blender or a original Beauty Blender, which does not have as big a pore as the Real Technique one. So that is the difference between the Real Technique sponge and the PAC Beauty Blender. Other than that, price wise, I got the Real Technique sponge for 880 rupees for two. So one is for 440 rupees, or in US I think it is $6. And the PAC Beauty Blender is 485 rupees. Price wise, they are very similar to each other. It will then depend on your choice. Do you want to buy a Real Technique sponge or do you want to buy a PAC sponge? Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video and my theory about Real Technique sponge and the PAC Beauty Blender, please like this video, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll make more video. Bye.